Just under 48 hours to go till England take on Germany at Wembley in the final of Euro 2022. A huge crowd will watch as England aim to beat the 8-time winners. Before that, some of the squad have been facing the media today, amongst them our reporter Anton Toulouse, who joins us live from the England training base. Jill Scott, Anton, spoke to the media for about 20 minutes, so a bit more than that in today's news conference. How did she seem to you?
Nick, Jill Scott openly admits she's going to play probably the biggest game of her career, and yet she was shooting hoops against Gail Davis. She was really relaxed. She was cracking jokes. You'd never know. And this is, she's been in these huge games before. She played in the 2009 final that England lost to Germany. She was there in 2011 when England got knocked out of the World Cup on penalties. She's played in all these huge games before. No nerves from Jill Scott. She's very much focused on the game and what it means as a whole.
I think it will be a game changer. I think it already has been. I think this tournament is already done that. But yeah, we know that extra step on Sunday could really make a big difference. But it's hard because I'd be lying if I said it doesn't cross your mind, winning it, because you're going to Wembley, and it probably crosses my mind 50 times a day. But suddenly you think, right, we've got training and we've got to focus on the task in hand, and it's going to be such a difficult game. We know that Germany are always such tough opposition, and we will give them the utmost respect. But as I said before, you can't help but dare to dream a little bit.
That's Jill Scott at her news conference. Anton, you also sat down one-to-one with Keira Walsh this afternoon. What did she tell you?
Yeah, it's interesting, Keira Walsh, isn't it? She's been pivotal to how England have played. People calling her Keilo going into this game. She's been that good. You compare and contrast, though. She was the hyped-up young player in the England team going into the last World Cup when England got to the semi-final. She admits she was disappointed with the performances. So I asked her what she's learned and what's different this time around.
I think I was a bit naive maybe going into that tournament, not realising the magnitude of it. I think I've done a lot of growing up myself. I think naturally you are going to see stuff that you don't want to see. Football is a game of opinions, and I think I'd only ever experienced positive stuff up till that point, and I wasn't used to it. But yeah, I've grown up now, and I know there's going to be people who don't like the way I play, there's going to be people who love the way I play, and it is just part of the game. But I think for me the biggest thing is, seeing how many young girls have been watching, is that hopefully I've inspired young girls that they want to play defensive midfield and not just attacking positions, attacking midfielders. I think that's the main thing for me, is that when I see nice comments saying that the daughters want to play defensive midfield, I think for me, that's a really nice feeling.
Well, Keira's boss, Sarina Wiegman, is just doing the media rounds right now. We're going to hear from her tomorrow live on Sky Sports News from Wembley. That's why I'm having to keep my voice down, so I'm not actually sort of talking over the England boss. Nobody wants to do that. You can hear that Keira Walsh interview, though, in full on the Sky Sports Women's Euros podcast. That's out right now. We preview, just this huge game. Germany, England, Wembley, major tournament final. It doesn't get much bigger than that, does it, Nick?
I did wonder why you were speaking in those quieter tones than usual. Maybe your voice was giving out after so many weeks of following England. Anton, thanks very much indeed. Hope it holds out until Sunday.